Hi, I'm John. I'm considered a pro player from Xbox, and I use a controller on. Oh my God, that is so cringe. And did some people actually consider me as an actual pro player from Trove? Is Trove pro player even a thing? I don't know. But today I'm just going to be using mouse and keyboard, and yes, this is going to be some mouse and keyboard gameplay. I'm just going to be explaining, well, not explaining, but just talking a little bit in regards to how it feels to play mouse and keyboard. I don't think I'm going to play it because I did play a little bit before, but the thing is, it's just going to be that I just don't feel comfortable using mouse and keyboard, especially while playing Trove. Like whenever I'm playing Trove, I just decide always to use controller because that's where I'm just going to be feeling the best. The reason I'm just going to be using mouse and keyboard is because I wanted to use my new mouse that I just got. Like I just mentioned recently, like my old mouse just broke. That's why I didn't do the Bumfest 2022 event guide or pretty much the full explanation of the event. And now that I have a brand new mouse that actually is much better than the one that I had before because it's much bigger, and since I do have really disgustingly huge hands, it actually just fits so perfectly for me because the other one, like, it was a standard HP mouse, and that mouse was just too small for my hands. And so yes, it actually is a little bit better for me to actually just get myself a bigger mouse that actually just works better. My God, I'm so bad with with the movement on keyboard. It's ridiculous. Like, don't expect any really good gameplay of, well, not even any decent gameplay of me just running around with mouse and keyboard. I'm just going to say I'm not going to be like the best speed farming out there, and I'm not going to even try to do any of the weird techniques or tactics that I normally use. And look at that, I press Q instead of pressing E from going to the portal. That's actually really smart. But yes, I just wanted to use my mouse and just wanted to see how it plays out, because this mouse feels a lot better than the other one that I had, and it feels a little bit more comfortable, but I still would prefer to use a controller over a mouse, because for those who may or may not know, whenever I play on PC, I play on controller instead of I play on mouse and keyboard. My God, I am so bad. So yes, I prefer to normally play on controller rather than mouse and keyboard, because obviously I play on controller. I've been playing controller, Trove on controller for more than 5 years, so it actually just fits me perfectly to actually be using a controller for PC if I was able to use it. So I always use the wired controller on PC as well. And yeah, I much rather use the controller on PC. And this is also Uber 8 for those who may or may not be wondering. And I have full inventory. Oh, great, I forgot to look at it before actually starting this recording. I'm smart. Alright, so yeah, I already just look collected. But yes, by the way, if you do hear the keyboard and or the mouse, I doubt that you're going to hear the mouse, but at least the keyboard you're going to hear. I apologize if it is too loud. I am going to say that right now. I am not used to any of the mouse and keyboard setup, so I'm not used to just recording and doing any of that shenanigans. So I wanted to talk about a little bit on some of the things that I might be working on in the future. So for those who may or may not know, I've been doing the Hidden Effects series for a while now. I've been just taking a little bit of breaks here and there from that series. It's nothing bad in regards to that particular series. It's just that in the Hidden Effects series, takes a while to actually make one of those videos. Requires testing, it requires a lot of editing, script writing, and all that stuff. So it takes a little while, and considering that I haven't even done the testing of the next Hidden Effects video, which is going to be on the Bard, I haven't been doing any type of work, and that's why you are going to see all those types of breaks quite frequently on the Hidden Effects series, especially during this time with the Bumfest event. And with the Bumfest event, considering that the event is super grindy, I'm already done with the event on my Xbox account, and I got everything, but I just keep grinding on that event just to get a little bit of extra flux. Maybe a little bit of extra EXP, and maybe just take some progression on the banner style. Since I'm almost done with all the banner style, I might as well just take this opportunity and do some delves on the event and see if I can get something that I can sell for a couple of mil. And yeah, that's essentially going to be what I've been doing thus far. So I've not been working on a whole lot of videos. That's why I'm also doing this type of video, because this video is much easier to do. I was going to do it with the other mouse, but I was just like, it's just too uncomfortable to do. And I don't know if anyone is interested to actually see any videos, like any gameplay commentary like this one, rather than just instead of tutorials type video. And ever since I started doing the more of the story time with me and discussion videos, a lot of people really seem to really like those type of videos. So I'm like, you know what, might as well just do this type of video, see if it actually turns out to be a decent video. I don't know. That's essentially what I wanted just to do. I wanted to, if I have like a weird topic to talk about, yeah, I might just talk about it, because why not? It's better than just being quiet and not putting any content out there. You know, this type of thing, normally I do talk about it on streams, rather than just do a video about it. But you know what, I just wanted to record. I didn't feel like streaming, and not everyone just sit right down in like a couple of hour-long live streams. And those live streams, you know, there's all sorts of discussion and just talking about nonsense like this one. And yeah, just perfect excuse for me to actually just use my PC account while grinding a little bit, while showcasing, hey, I can play on the mouse and keyboard. Actually, not really. I am pretty terrible on mouse and keyboard. But yeah, it generally doesn't matter a whole lot. I'm still going to go back and use controller on this on this PC account. But yes, I just wanted to use the mouse and keyboard, see how would I perform. Like I just mentioned, don't expect any decent gameplay from me using mouse and keyboard. Heck, don't even expect me using mouse and keyboard a whole lot, because whenever I just decide to use dells, do dells, though that is really uncomfortable, going back and forth from discovery mode and going back into adventure mode, and just doing dells is kind of uncomfortable. Anyways, back to the topic of what I was talking about. What I was talking about mainly is just going to be obviously the Hidden FX series takes a while to actually make, and considering that the Hidden FX series, well, the Bumfest event is here, and that event is super grindy. I've been just taking small breaks here and there from that series, but I will just go back and doing that series. I got another series planned out in the future whenever this Shadow Spotlight does come out for console, so stay tuned for that one. I do feel it's going to be a pretty big series, and a lot of people might enjoy it, and so yeah, that's going to be something to look for. And maybe I'll just start going back and revisiting some of the old tutorials, and maybe make updated ones, because you know, I haven't made a flux farming video since 2019, and that was pretty much an incomplete video when shadow towers were still a grinding method for flux farming. So yeah, take that into account. So I need to make an updated flux farming method video. I also, you know, need to see what kind of other videos I need to make an updated video about it. I can just mention flux farming method, tips on certain classes, just going over certain classes and just giving you some tips, or maybe gems tips. I don't know. It's all in the future. Maybe, who knows, maybe I feel like posting like another type of game, or maybe just dropping like Terraria or Brawlhalla or whatever. You know, those type of things, you know, may be interesting to also. This is something that I noticed. Like, I'm terrible at just jumping around. From getting all the way to the top, it's actually very difficult for me, because I just hold down the spacebar for some reason. Instead of just keep pressing the spacebar, I just hold it down, which is weird. Maybe it's because I am so used to, like, whenever I'm just jumping around and shooting, I'm so used to something like Terraria, where you, whenever you're using wings, you generally just do that. You generally hold down the spacebar a little bit here and there. You don't keep pressing the actual button multiple times, which is completely different here, what it is here on Trove. So yeah, my brain is just going to be all over the place when it comes to that one. And yeah, that's essentially going to be everything. So once again, let me know what you think of the mouse and keyboard gameplay. Don't think I'm going to be doing this again, if I'm being honest. Oh, also, yeah, I forgot. Progression on my Shadow Hunter. I need to make a new video regarding the progression, because obviously, as you can tell, comparable to the last video, I'm currently almost 28k PR. And yeah, I need to talk about pretty much what has been my progression of my Shadow Hunter. I will do that video just later on, so stay tuned for that one. I think that covers most of the things that I just wanted to talk about in this video. This is going to be the standard gameplay, PC gameplay commentary that I rarely do. Like, I don't do gameplay commentaries. I only do either tutorials or just talk over a specific topic while having background footage, just post commentary or whatever. Like, whenever I'm doing like live commentary, I'm just doing like a tutorial type of thing, but I never do like live commentary style video. Honestly, like, it feels weird to actually even do it, in the first place. So yeah, I will switch to controller so you can actually just see the difference of my movement and all of that stuff, which is a whole lot different. So yeah, let me just swap into controller right now. So let me just go ahead and go right here. All right, so I changed to controller right now. So this is going to be me using the controller right now. So yeah, with the controller now, I feel so much better right now. It's a lot better. Like you can tell right here, I feel much more comfortable like using the controller right here. It's night and day difference. I don't feel awkward just running around from dungeon to dungeon or running around from all of the areas. Like I know when to do the dodge. I know when to just jump around, and it is a whole lot of difference. Like right now, it's super interesting to think about. Now you know how much is the difference between me using a controller and me using mouse and keyboard, which you can tell that with the controller I'm just jumping around, which is weird considering that on controller I don't play on claw. It's why people do a lot of play on claw, is that it allows them to jump and move the camera at the same time. I can't do that. I never do that. Like whenever I'm just jumping around, I'm so used to just snapping my aim directly to where I need to just aim that it feels like I'm just jumping while aiming, which is not true. I actually do jump, let go of my stick, and then just immediately aim. You generally can tell, like whenever I'm just jumping around, I'm not moving my aim. I'm just snapping my aim immediately to where the enemy is at, so I can actually just hit the enemy, kill the enemy, and then just keep moving on. And I do that. I've been just so used to doing that for so long that it feels like, oh yeah, it feels like I don't need to use claw. Like claw would have been nice, being able to jump and move the aim at the same time. This is essentially what claw would allow you to do. Just jump around and yeah, so uncomfortable. Goddamn. Let me just go back into using mouse and keyboard. Whenever you're using mouse and keyboard, you can actually just jump around and move your aim like this. Whenever I'm using the controller, I can't do that. It is something interesting because normally someone would have say that if I'm just jumping around like this one, like crazy, it would have been easier for me to actually just kill enemies because I'm jumping and aiming towards the enemy directly. But in reality, like with the controller, I can do that much easier than what I'm doing right here on mouse and keyboard, which is just odd to think about. Obviously, it's just from the years of experience, which is, again, pressing Q instead of pressing R for the bombs. You know, you can tell that I'm so good with mouse and keyboard. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and show you some gameplay commentary and yeah, just talk about some of the things I'm working on in the future. But I'm going to end the video right here. I almost say stream. I've been streaming for a little while and I almost say I'm going to end the stream. But yeah, anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for sticking around as always. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content like this. And once again, this is just a weird standard gameplay commentary that I just wanted to do for a little while now. And now that I have a new mouse, it's perfect excuse for me to actually just showcase how would I fare just using mouse and keyboard. But yeah, that's going to be everything for me. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and keep on hunting.